What's up, everybody? Welcome to another B.M.B podcast. My name is BJ.
This is Mike and Lyric.
And what's happening, everyone? It's the chosen one. This is Brian.
The chosen one. Dang.
Chosen to be a loser.
Remember Eddie Murphy? Remember that movie, The Golden Child?
Golden Child, dog. No, I'm definitely not the Golden Child.
Hey, who was that girl? She was cute.
Asian girl, I forgot. Oh, yeah, she was cute. Yeah, I don't remember, but
I don't remember the girl.
That was a crazy ass movie.
Yeah, that was a crazy movie.
Quarantine episode number 2. It's been a little while. Obviously, we got crazy schedules. Got to hit up from all the B&Bers. Like, did you guys all break up? And it's like, no, fools, but we have essential work. So we be working, we be working and stuff. But we finally got this together. I mean, it sucks on the circumstances, but we're here. We want to do this, and we miss everybody as well. So quarantine episode number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. Obviously, we'll start off with the news and everything like that. Orange County opened up a little bit and then got just killed by everybody. Why did you guys open everything up?
They got killed? I didn't hear about that.
Oh, yeah. The governor just went off like, look, are you guys stupid? Even though they opened them up and everything and people are protesting, which I think is dumb. The bottom line is, dude, they want everyone just to be safe, and I get it, being at your house the whole time, but it's just be safe, man, because this is no joke.
No.
Nah.
Not at all, man. Not after what happened at work today,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody says. Everybody says, like, oh, I don't know anybody. Oh, sorry, guys, we got a special guest. Yeah, we got a hungry baby special guest and quarantine.
He's hangry.
Yeah,
very hangry.
Hey, Lyric can always be on our podcast, dog. He's awesome, bro. No worries.
He wants to be on the camera. That's what. He's just a ham. There you go. So, but everybody always says, like, it's not happening because they don't know anybody or anything like that. They don't know anybody that has it or anything. But I'm like, do you know how many people are in the world? Like how, like you don't necessarily have to know somebody just to make sure that shit's real,
Yeah, that's true. Just look at the increased deaths deaths and cases of people who actually have it. And some of them are most of them are not that serious, but some are.
Yeah.
So you just got to be careful who you around because, at work, I have my mask. They gave out little sanitizers to every employee yesterday.
Yeah.
And just wash your hands, be safe, stay away from people as much as you can. It sucks to be at home, but sometimes you take a drive. I don't know, pick up a hobby at the house or something. Just try to stay away from people as much as you can.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
No,
I mean,
nowadays.
Sucks.
So much entertainment at the house now than it used to be.
Yeah.
You got everything. So, but, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Lyric. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you tell them, stay home.
Yeah, all that stuff. Stay home. Stay home. But craziness. But the funny stat was, I guess violence in the home has went up.
Domestic violence, dog.
Yeah.
Domestic violence and breakups have gone up.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell a quick story real fast. So I went to a house on Monday, an older couple, dude. And my man, I was like, "How is that?" The guy comes out, cool dude, totally cool. We hit it off, and then I was like, "So how?" He goes. I go, "How you guys doing?" He goes, "I've been married to my wife for 47 years." He goes, "I don't know if I can handle her anymore." And I was laughing. He's like, "I love her and everything." He's like, "But she can't go anywhere." And he's just like, every day. He goes, "I know how to make my own breakfast, but she keeps doing it for me." It was pretty funny, man. I was like,
I'll
damn,
make my
okay.
breakfast.
I thought it was kind of funny, but I get it, man. It's like, but you know what? It is what it is. You know what? It's like, you know what? You're lucky to have a house. You're lucky to be in a place that you know what you can actually stay at and be safe. That's what I'm saying. Stay safe, stay home. It's
Chunkless.
like if you have a house and you can stay home and stay safe, then by all means, and just like you said, find a hobby, watch something, like binge something. I mean, damn. I know we're gonna get to like in a little bit of what we've been watching and stuff, but there's a lot of thank God for Netflix, number one. And thank God that this coronavirus didn't happen in the early 90s because, like we talked about, a lot of people would be SOL. I mean, there's only so many Reading Rainbows you can rewatch with LeVar. But
or only so many Land Before Times you could watch,
Land Before Times, Land of the Lost, all that stuff, man. And but there's a lot of things you could do. The one thing about BJ and I's place over here is that there's plants here, dude. And I water the plants every day, and it's just kind of like I don't know, like I think about because my dad was adamant about watering plants when we had them, and I'm doing the same thing, and it's just kind of it's just relaxing. Today. Relaxing and stuff. Go work out, man. I mean, damn, you can do a lot of things, and
it's funny because you talking about later on talking about what we watch. I watch more stuff than I have in years in this past month. That's ridiculous. I watch so much different stuff, and man, it sucks you can't go to places. But honestly, I'm not missing some things anymore. Like I don't care. I'm not missing the bar anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at your checking account. You're like, damn. You're like, I mean, granted, I don't know if anyone. I didn't get a stimulus, but I'm just saying, like, you look at your checks. Ever since it's happened, you're like, damn, I saved that much for. You realize when you go out to bars and stuff, like how much you actually drop. Now, over here, it's like, you pick up whatever you want to pick up, but it just your own bar, your own house is the best, dude. Yes. So, but I mean, it's still interesting. This is something that you know what, dude. Like when we're like parents' ages, we'll never forget this.
Oh yeah, great quarantine of 2020.
2020.
So, I mean, with that being said, let's roll it out to the red carpet, y'all. Bust this out again. So, basically, let's go with sports because there's a lot to talk about. And the number one thing we're going to talk about, we just had the NFL draft, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the whole thing about it. And I'll let you guys go from there. But the NFL draft, the way they did it was by far one of the best drafts I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, so I was listening to.
But I heard. Is it true?
What's true?
No, is it true that they were like really strict with everybody on like what they could show on TV and like people like even like food and drinks just because like it had to be all like NFL approved?
Yeah, because who was that quarterback from? When they had something in front of the TV, it was like some kind of drink or something.
Yeah.
And they took it away, and then I think one of the guys said, "Don't worry, you're not going to get in trouble for sponsoring that," or something like that. He said everybody started laughing, but I guess you probably couldn't have certain brands just chilling,
Yeah, I heard there was like all this whole rule book and everything they came out with, and they were showing like they were like talking about like even like clothing and all this stuff, man.
Yeah, I think
they also
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go. I'll go there.
I think it was about 150 feeds, different feeds, different houses. So that's pretty cool. So real quick, I'll let you go, Brian. There was some things that could be possible for the next draft where maybe the first round guys will go to Cleveland next year, but everybody else will have like the Zoom feeds or whatever they use. So you still can have that same feel you had this year, because I kind of like people chilling at the house with their families, and then when they get drafted, it's like a big celebration. That's better than walking up on the stage. So, I mean, I like the way the draft went, and it went by kind of quick. Because sometimes the draft lags, man. It lags big time.
Oh, I wonder why it went by faster.
Well, probably because you don't have people walking up and all that other crap.
Yeah. And less interviews and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
I love it. I hope they do it again because a lot of people actually approved of it, and you got to see a different side of I'm drawing a blank of Goodell. You got to see a little bit different Roger Goodell. Like he was more at home. Granted, he did some sneaky changes and stuff like that, and he likes cupcakes. We found out, but it was the whole draft was smooth. I know that. I guess I don't know who the player was. B, you probably saw it where they talked about the mom. They were talking about the guy's highlights, and they put mom 16 years old was a drug addict. I'm like, what the hell?
Damn.
You know what? They were putting a lot. Somebody was like, you know what? They put too much negative stuff.
Yeah.
About the player's past, like somebody died and he had to overcome. Like, no, we don't want to hear that all the time. Like, it's okay. Like, we don't need that sob story. You know, nobody wants to hear all that bad stuff that the player had to go through growing up. So, yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
It was crazy.
Especially
Cowboys, baby.
Cowboys draft, man. Yep. Was phenomenal.
CD.
You said Cowboys draft?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good draft.
Got in trouble, but it's all good. Raiders had a pretty good draft. The one head scratcher was the 19th pick, but you know what? You got Mike Mayock, who's a genius, so you know what? He knows what's up.
Wait, who did they give him the 19th pick?
Chris Carter's son. Different last name. I can't think of the last name.
Oh. Okay.
From Ohio State that quit and came back. But yeah, dude, they Cowboys. I love CD Lamb. I love what they did. Everyone had a good draft. I think the one team that got killed was I was reading about it. They got a bad grade.
Philly.
I'm drawing. We'll always say Philly. Chargers got Herbert. Tua went to Miami. You know, obviously we knew the number one pick was going to go Burrow, but overall it was great. It was just fun seeing it. I mean, you know what? And it made the weekend go by smooth, bro. Like Friday was chill. Like had a couple beers, watched the draft. It was cool, you know. And it was actually one of the best Fridays that have been quarantined.
There you go.
Because it was good to have some kind of live sporting event, even though it wasn't like a game. It was just something. And then the Jordan documentary.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, but so it's like I need something new. It's like we're fiends, like we're sports drug fiends and stuff. We need something.
There's only so many fucking like 1980s and 90s we keep watching. Right now they're watching the 04 Lakers, and it's like, we already know what happens.
So they didn't do any of the things where they were talking about like for NBA they were gonna like have the teams play like.
They did play horse. They did.
Oh, not horse. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they were gonna do horse. But I heard that they were gonna let everybody play like NBA like 2K or something like that.
They did.
Oh, they did that too, huh? Oh, damn.
Yeah, Devin Booker won. Yeah, he won
the whole thing was black. They did Madden already. That's already over with. They're doing the show, which I love the show, man. They're doing that as well. It's just a lot of a lot of E games and stuff like that, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the only thing that's going. That's the only thing Vegas is making money off of is internet games.
Hey, but okay. On that same note, though, about internet, like e-games and stuff, have you ever seen them fly the drones, the racing of the drones? Ooh, that thing is Brian, especially you being a pilot and all, you know. You should watch that, man. That stuff is insane, man. Like I'm like tripping out, like the way that they fly that thing. It's nuts.
Hell yeah, it's fun, dude. I love my drone. I can't lie to you.
I want to buy one.
Would that be? Huh?
I want to buy one and take it to like I don't know, like in the mountains or something, like some nice scenery areas.
You just got to be you got to be real careful, man, because there's certain areas like I said, one day I'll show it to you guys where you can and can't fly. Because if you fly a drone in an illegal area, like right here in Riverside, you can't fly it. Chino, you can't fly it. They'll arrest your ass.
Well, yeah, by any airport or anything.
San Bernardino, you can in a certain area, but because San Bernardino has the airport, anywhere by airport you can't fly.
Yeah.
Like 20 miles around Disneyland, you can't fly. It's crazy, bro. Like all these rules that I have to go through every day. That's why I love like Laguna and San Clemente because we can always fly it. But it's kind of weird because we don't have that much to talk about with sports. It kind of sucks because usually we do. I mean, besides the draft.
Oh, I got something. Oh, that WNBA draft was fire, dog.
Oh,
it was fire. I was so bored. I was like, why am I watching the WNBA draft? Like,
I was watching that too. I can't lie to you, bro. Seeing Rebecca Lobo with those lips,
get out of here.
you know. But you
Yeah.
know what's gonna be crazy though, dude? Is right now we're gonna talk about this. Is later on this year. Remember, like in September. September is gonna be football, baseball, the U.S. Open. November is gonna be football, the Masters, basketball. Dude, the end of the year, if all goes according to plan, we're gonna be sports like crazy, bro. Like it's gonna be nonstop sports.
So what? Okay, let's talk about, since we don't have that much to talk about. So what are the plans? Like they're going to do a shorter baseball?
Yeah.
So they're talking about possibly like right before the All-Star break or something like that, which kind of sucks because the All-Star game is at Dodger Stadium this year, just like the draft was in Vegas this year. And the Dodgers spent all that money to like make it the Chavez Ravine look. Yeah, dude. So it's that kind of that sucks. I mean, they're hoping against hope that they can maybe do it in June, but they have to have an All-Star game, and it's like the fact that this year's Dodger Stadium, which is Dodger Stadium's a monument, man, and it's not gonna be like how it was originally scheduled, obviously.
Yeah.
So they're talking June or July. The PGA Tour is actually gonna go back in June. No fans. Their basketball's still in the mix. No fans as well. It's crazy. But like I said, the end of the year, the U.S. Open for golf is going to be in September. The Masters is going to be in November, and that's when all the sports are playing. Rather, November is not going to be baseball though.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Basically, it can go into December though for the World Series.
Hey, you know what? That's true.
Hopefully, it's not on the East Coast. That's just gonna be freaking snowing like crazy, huh?
But I forgot they were talking about one of the years that the NHL actually played until July because of the strike.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, one of those years.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember when, but because remember they start in September, dog. So those guys, that's crazy time. But so yeah, sports has been. I mean, every day we keep watching like stuff that when we were kids watching.
Yeah.
But with that being said, and speaking of watching, I gotta talk about it. Here we go, baby. BJ, you're more the baller. The Last Dance.
Last Dance. No, we're not talking about the white girl and the black dude dancing. Man, watching that series, the Bulls series, brought back a lot of memories for me. Back in the era where I was a kid growing up and loved playing basketball. Those 90 Bulls teams were like iconic if you were a basketball fan back then. This documentary, some of the stuff I kind of already knew about already, so it wasn't surprising to me. Some stuff I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that happened. Man, all that footage and then the all the stories and all the interviews with all the different players is just crazy. Like, and then I love ESPN letting that vulgar language out like that.
I was gonna say you have to because they have it on ESPN and they have it on the Deuce. But if you watch ESPN, it's unedited. The other one's not. So, the original is uncensored, and ESPN2 has it censored. But yeah, I was gonna say you have to watch it with the F words and everything. It makes a difference, bro.
Yeah, big time. So like, just like the craziest stories, from the Rodman stories, the whole Vegas trip, to Scottie Pippen holding out, which I didn't remember. Scottie Pippen wanted to hold out and be traded that last year. I didn't remember that. Maybe I was too busy playing ball myself in high school at that time, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. But yeah, man, like that's all the sports people. Who loves basketball is talking about this. All NBA players are loving this series right now. I mean, it's just something we need right now if you love sports, because the ratings are high as hell too.
Yeah, but did you read? I read that the only reason why Jordan's doing it is because they offered him to say the last word on everything.
Well, it seems like he's a big part of the documentary than everybody else.
Yeah, because the only reason why he signed up for it, he goes, "Hey, if you guys give me the last word, I'm in." And obviously, he has the last word on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you learn a lot. You learn a lot about the beef that him and Isaiah Thomas have, and B.M.B still. There's a lot of hate still. and then you hear about what the reason why the Pistons walked off when they did. I mean, I already knew the story, but it's like the fact that Jordan. I love Jordan's analogy of it. It's great because Jordan is the biggest nonchalant, non-selfish sob ever,
Yeah.
and he's just great, dude. Like he don't care.
No. And that's the good thing about it. It's like, yeah, Jordan. They said Jordan could be an asshole to teammates. He could be a little,
Kobe, basically.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes all the greats have that same kind of traits where they want greatness, they want to win, But still, Jordan kind of did it with class,
But see, the thing is with that though is like all those guys, they come from like perfection, like they probably started when they were so young. They're driven like perfection and always doing this and doing things over and over again. So when they go around and they see they're probably playing with players that like they're not, maybe not up to their par, or you don't see them probably conditioning or practicing as much. That's got to piss them off, for how much work they put to get to where they are, So I can only imagine how they can kind of come off as like jerks or whatnot. But like you said, like all the greats are like that,
Yeah.
That's why Kobe and Shaq. That's why Kobe and Shaq. That's why, because Kobe was always mad when Shaq came in fat. And that drove Kobe that was crazy too about the situation. But then
he still dominated though.
Yeah.
He is, dude. He is. But you just gotta think about Phil Jackson's one of the best coaches ever. For that, for Rodman being like for Jackson being a father figure to him, and then you find out honest to God truth, Phil Jackson reminds me of my father in the '70s. Total pothead hippie with the crazy ass hair, with the beard and everything like that, with the tie-dye shirts, and then like that you watched it, BJ, where like the interview and Jerry Krause goes, you can't wear that in an interview.
Yeah.
And he never wore suits until now and stuff, but probably one of the best sports documentaries I've seen. I love it, and I can't wait. What's up?
Where is it at right now? Like, how are you guys watching it?
ESPN.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's free, so you won't get in trouble there.
So thanks. Nice.
I think once the series done, Netflix is going to rerun it, right, or something like that.
Yeah, non-commercial.
If it's on ESPN, they'll probably give it to Disney Plus.
No, because Netflix is in with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what happened was Netflix was going to do it at the end of the year, but with the quarantine and everything, ESPN bumped it up to now, because this was going to be like, when was it? Like towards the middle, if not before the basketball season of next year.
It was going to be June till it was going to be like after the finals, something like that.
But I'm happy they bumped it up now, because it makes a difference, dude. Sundays is from 6 to 8, man. It's on. What's up, beautiful? And so yeah, it's a good series. Other stuff we're watching, man. We gotta know you, because you don't watch TV and you're watching TV.
I'm watching TV. Yeah, I've watched quite a bit of stuff. I kind of caught up on my Blacklist show. I was like a couple seasons behind, caught up on that. I watched this movie on Netflix called, I don't know if it was Netflix. I think it was. It was called Upgrade, and it was kind of crazy. About how artificial AI can be put in your body and make you do things that you don't want to do, or can help you heal or shit like that. It was a crazy movie. I can tell it was like a low budget maybe kind of movie, but I watch it, I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like, I wonder if somebody's out there developing little chips to put in your body that'll make you know like karate, just like in that, or can heal, and if you don't know anything, it'll think for you. So it was pretty crazy. I watched this documentary too on Netflix. Brian, do you remember the name of it? Because I keep on forgetting the name. I can't find it when I look at it. It was about
Mikey, it was about the drugs, like the Boston drugs, and I can't think of the name. It was about the drugs in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, but I don't know too much about it, to be completely honest.
Yeah, so that was crazy how these people were. Well, one was using the drugs as she was sampling for people who got caught for drugs, and then one was like just bullshitting her paperwork just to get these things done quick. So That was very interesting. I'm like, damn, I wonder if not just Massachusetts, is this happening in other states? You know, that they haven't been caught yet because people are going to jail when they shouldn't be going to jail. You know?
Yeah. I remember when that came up. That was a whole thing, man.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it at all until I watched that. I didn't know anything about that whole thing, but that's crazy, man. You know,
That's why I love Netflix, because you read these stories and you're like, whoa, what the hell? Like Tiger King. We didn't know about that.
I didn't know about Tiger King until people on the internet were blowing
Netflix.
it up. I'm like, who the hell? What the hell is this Tiger King thing?
Because Netflix did this. That's what I'm saying. Like they do, like that story what you're watching. You didn't know about it until Netflix did it. And the same thing with Tiger King. We didn't know anything about it until Netflix brought this up, and we're like, you and I are moving, and we're like, fuck the moving, dog. Let's watch this shit. You know,
Yeah.
we got hooked on it for a while. So
yeah, nah. And also you probably watched the LA Originals about what's his name? Cartoon and the photographer. That was pretty cool. I didn't know much about the photographer. I know a lot about. I know Cartoon back in the day. I've heard of him, like big tattoo artists and shit like that. But like that was. I like that. It was a good series. The LA Originals.
So did you watch it? Because I want to see that.
I watched it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. Also, I didn't know there was new episodes of the Hip Hop Evolution series, so I started watching some of the new ones. I love hip hop documentaries, man, because I'm a hip hop head. So anything about hip hop, I'm always on about watching. So yeah, like that Hip Hop Evolution is pretty cool. I know I watched some other crap. I just can't picture it in my head right now. But yeah, I watched quite a bit of stuff. Quarantining and chilling.
quarantine and chilling, man.
Quarantine and chilling.
Chilling, you know. Yeah, craziness though. What you been watching, Brian?
So just like you, quarantine, Netflix, basically Ozark season 3. I stayed up late one day to finish it, and let me tell you, season 3 is the best season of the Ozarks. Wow. Hopefully you guys watch it, because the end of season 3 was by far. I had to rewatch it again because I was like, no way, it's one of those kind. Ozarks was definitely fire. Chris Hemsworth came out with a movie, Extraction. Watched that. Pretty good. Pretty good. I thought it was damn good. I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt. Leo loved it. A lot of people had mixed reviews. I actually loved it. Just Quentin Tarantino, whatever movie he does, I don't know. I know people have like different vibes with it. I loved it. I thought Brad Pitt was the shit. I thought how they did the ending and everything was awesome. It was really good. I saw a trailer that Mike sent me called Capone with Tom Hardy, and I didn't know that movie actually was. It's already 2 years old. That they haven't brought it out yet till now.
Oh, whoa.
But yeah, I didn't know about that either. But yeah, it's Tom Hardy is the shit, and he plays Capone. And this one's gonna definitely be amazing. I can't wait for that to come out. Hopefully soon, whether it's gonna be through streaming or, well, it's gonna have to be for a while. So we'll see. But that one, it looks
Is that about Capone
good.
or Capone and Noriega?
Yeah.
No, it's about Capone.
Okay.
Capone and Noriega.
Yeah. But I did see that one of Mike's favorite cartoons is coming out, Mask. Netflix is going to be doing something with that. And Kevin Smith from Clerks, Mallrats. There's two things Kevin Smith did. Mallrats 2 is coming out. It's going to be coming out probably sometime next year. Exactly. He wrote the script, and I guess he posted about it. Everyone from the original cast is in it. Hopefully Shannon Doherty is going to be in it, because I know she's battling cancer or whatever.
Oh shit.
And then Kevin Smith actually is doing new versions. And I texted Mike when we got excited early as hell in the morning with He-Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell
yeah. So him and Netflix are doing He-Man. They got Mark Hamill. Skywalker is going to be on there. I think he's Skeletor, and that's going to come out I think sometime later on this year. But I'm stoked, bro. Like I loved He-Man.
Hell yeah, He-Man was like my favorite cartoon when I was a kid.
Hell yeah,
He-Man.
I remember when the movie came out, I made my mom take me to go see it, and I thought it was okay. I was kind of disappointed. I wish it was better, but I still saw it. I'm like, screw it, man. Dolph Lundgren's alright. But
Trust me,
I've been watching more.
They're remaking everything, so it's only a matter of time before He-Man gets done again.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool the other day. I guess they had the Goonies. All the original cast of the Goonies was on a Zoom call, and
Nice.
I watched a couple seconds of it. It was actually pretty cool to see. Chunk is not Chunk. He's thin, but they had all the peeps on there and stuff like that. And just to see how big Josh Brolin is actor-wise, it's cool, man. It's cool. But what about you, Mikey? What are you watching?
I've been watching on Netflix. What happened?
You're watching Lyric.
Yeah, watching Lyric. Yeah, watching him right now. Yep. And then I've been watching Waco. It's about that. Remember that whole standoff? Yeah. I seen it come out a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, I want to watch it, but I never really sat down to watch it. So I'm starting to watch it right now. And man, that thing is nuts, man. Those Colts, man.
Yeah, I'm on episode 5. That was the one I forgot to see. Yeah, but the fact that most of the cast is from Boardwalk Empire. Like the 2 FBI detectives are from Boardwalk Empire. Rick, one of the Colt guys, the blonde hair, and then Kieran Culkin's in it.
Yeah, he's young.
And then the crazy chick from the Ozarks is in it. Totally different, but it's good. Like, yeah, they Paramount TV had it, and it really didn't take off. But Netflix just it's crazy because don't you remember that early? I remember vaguely because my dad would be watching World News, and I'm like, Pop, what's this? He's like, some crazy ass cult, man. And now we're watching it, and you kind of see what exactly what they were doing, and that fool was just dirty.
Yeah, that shit was nuts, man. So like I'm in that. I'm thinking about the same episodes you're in, but yeah, that thing is gnarly, man. I enjoy it. I watched it. I didn't, like I said, it was on Paramount, like you said, so I didn't really watch it. Paramount also has another one with Kevin Costner. I think it's called like Yellowstone. I've heard that one's really good, but you got to have a Paramount. You got to pay for it like on Paramount. I'm not about to do that. I got enough subscriptions out as it is. What were you gonna say?
I think Netflix has it, bro, because I've watched a little bit of Yellowstone. And I watched it on Netflix.
Oh, damn. I didn't know. Okay.
Either Netflix or the other app or was it? I forgot. It was one of them because just like you, I'm like, wait, this looks kind of interesting. And I watched like the first 2 episodes. It was getting pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. So Waco. Let's see what else. I haven't watched the last Tiger King episode. I know they dropped that new one. I haven't seen that yet. Did you watch it? Okay. That's what I thought. So I didn't even watch it. Gosh, what the heck have I been watching? I've been watching that. I've been watching on Hulu. I like animation. I like animes every now and then. So I'm watching the one called Cowboy Bebop. It was like back in the 90s. It was a big one. And I'm watching. Yeah, so they got it on Hulu. So I'm watching that. Damn, I'm trying to think, man. I don't have anything in front of me right now.
We need our show notes again, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but I've been on another one on YouTube though. I've been watching. There's like on Comedy Central, they have a show where they get together with like some random like B celebrities and like C actors and stuff, but they tell stories of them like taking acid or mushrooms, and somebody animates it in the background. So it's like old, like kind of like if you like remember an old movie like Heavy Metal.
Oh damn!
It's like so it's like a cartoon like that. So they animate like a cartoon behind it. So they tell the stories of them tripping out. I loved it, man. I watched I think it's like 4 seasons. They got like Pauly Shore on there, and they got a couple other people telling stories. But what else am I watching, man? Of course, Little Dicky. I finished up that. Or Dave is the show on Hulu.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, you gotta watch. It's good, man. I really enjoyed it. I thought he did a really good job of this show, man. Some other ones that I really can't wait for coming out is like this year they introduced the Space Force. It's like the Navy, but now they're gonna do like for space.
No.
Okay, so that's a real thing. It's gonna be a new army or a new type of military thing, but it's about the space. So they're gonna do like. Oh, okay. So, but what happened is that. Steve, what's the guy's name from The Office? Steve Carell?
Carell?
Yeah, Steve Carell's in it. Lisa Kudrow's in it. and it's going to be like kind of like the same vein as like The Office, but it's going to be about that, and that it looks hilarious, man. I can't wait for that thing to come out. It's going to be out on Netflix.
That should be funny. I forgot about a series I watched. I started watching Power because I never watched it before.
Okay.
And, I'm on season 1, and it's to me it's pretty good so far. Well, pretty good. Now I know.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when 50 was going at Taraji about how Power was better than Empire? Power is so much way better than Empire, man. Like, there's not even a question. Like, the Empire compared to Power is nah. Power is damn good, and I'm only in season 1. I haven't finished it yet, but it so far is real good.
I think I got the same thing into it. I got the season 1, didn't stop for any reason, but yeah, I thought it was really good, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Power was cool.
Especially after hearing that, I don't know if you listened to the new People's Party, but they were talking about one of those producers that did a lot of stuff with 50. And he was talking about how he got into the movie biz, how 50 wanted to do it, and how he just like I thought it was very interesting hearing some backstories. Like, he just had like 5,000, or he had like $5 million he wanted to put into a movie, flip it for 10, get another one, do this and and go on and on. So like I'm happy to see 50 doing good, and doing something.
Yeah, 50's
and
always
now we
good.
got that new show too.
Yeah, on ABC for life. Yeah, about that real story. No, 50's he's a good businessman. He's a good eye. He's like, look, I ain't rapping no more, but I got to sell my alcohol. I can do movies. I can do TV shows. He's doing everything, So,
yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just gonna say like how he was talking about, like I was saying, like he wanted to flip that movie for $5 million. He ended up flipping it for like $100 million, man, and making a bunch of money. And I'm just like, damn, good for you, man.
Yeah, no, 50's good, man. I like his shit. Power's legit. Very legit show. I like it. I really like it. Yeah,
on YouTube, B and I watched it actually a couple weeks ago. Mike Tyson has his own podcast called Hot Box, and he had Eminem on there, and that was one of the best interviews I've heard of Eminem. And it was really, Eminem was basically bowing to Mike Tyson, like, bro, this is like, he was so starstruck about Mike Tyson, and it was such a good one, dude. And Mike Tyson was like, hey, your daughter's pretty good looking. And then Eminem was like, look, you're Mike Tyson. I'm going to let you say that about my daughter.
Yeah, you can't say nothing to Tyson, man.
Nah, but I've been watching a couple of them, and they're good, man. It's actually it's chill. He even had Evander Holyfield on there.
Oh, shit. I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's on YouTube. I've been watching him on YouTube. It's Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. They're pretty good, man. Like, he's crazy, but you know what? When he's mellow, so.
Yeah, he's more mellow now. He said he says when he was boxing, like, you have to be in a certain kind of mindset when you box, so it makes him more angry, more. So now he said he likes not he doesn't train like he used. He doesn't do all that training like he used to because it makes him like angry and more aggressive. So he likes the way he is now, which Tyson's funny. He could be real funny. Tyson,
he can be funny and scary, bro.
Yeah, that's a deadly combination.
Don't get on this bad side. Don't get on this fucking bad side. Say that. Not at all.
Nah, but I kind of was able to turn on a couple things and get to some of my history. So I'm able to see one. I finished Future Man. I don't know if you guys ever watched that one on Hulu. That one, first season was like one of the best seasons of like a show. Like, it's just a funny show. Seth Rogen did it, and I forget the other guy's name, like Adam something, that he does a lot of his movies with. It is really funny, man. It's kind of like I doubt you guys ever seen a movie in the 80s called Last Starfighter, where like the guy plays. Okay, good. So the guy plays a video game, and they come down and they try to recruit him, and that's the kind of the same thing that happens, That one, and then I also watched what's the guy's name? Guy Ritchie just dropped a movie with everybody with like Matthew McConaughey called like The Gentleman, and I watched that, man. Oh, it made me forget how much I like Guy Ritchie, his stuff, man.
It makes you think about Snatch.
All of them, man. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoky Barrels, Snatch.
I like it.
Yeah, I always liked it. So that was kind of good to see him come out and do what he does best. And then to see some fresh faces with him, Matthew McConaughey, Colin Farrell, and I forget the guy's name from Sons of Anarchy. He was in it too, so that was really
Charlie Huffman.
Yeah, that was really cool seeing all those guys in it. So, but I recommend it. That was a good one
For shizzle.
for
So,
shizzle.
Music wise, man, I've been listening to a lot of music.
Before we jump into music, let's talk about a little bit of a blend of music and YouTube, and let's talk about these battles before we go into this.
Yes.
Oh, B's got a good. You guys got some good one. B, I already know which one you're gonna go with. So.
Oh, no, look. Okay. The Timberland and
Swiss
Beats started off. These two actually been going at it for like a couple years now. They'll do like little battles here and there, little small ones. But then they decided to get other people involved with it. And I've seen some great battles. The T-Pain and who was it?
Little John.
And Little John was real good. There's another one. I'm
T-Pain. I'm gonna elaborate on the I'm elaborate on the T-Pain one. They were it was just funny because they were getting started and they were like, "Oh man, you coming out like that? You coming out hard?" And it's funny. Both of them, all they have are hits. Little John, man. I mean, Little John wins it just because of how many hits he's got. He's been in it longer. But man, it made I didn't realize how many. I mean, T-Pain's not my jam exactly, but it made me realize like how many hits that dude's got, man.
Yeah, a lot of
bangers, man.
A lot.
Yeah.
He produced. My favorite was the DJ Premier and RZA, man. Ooh, that brought me back, man. And there was some that they didn't even play that. I was like, oh, he didn't play that one. Like, I was like, they missed some songs, man. Like some hitters.
And then just hearing some of the history that they were talking about when they were making those was really cool, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't finish that one completely. That one was pretty long. I don't think I actually finished any of them besides the first couple ones. So I got to go back and listen definitely to that one. I don't know why I didn't go back to Premiere and listen to that one.
Yeah, but the most the Teddy Riley Babyface was the most ridiculous battle I've ever seen.
I couldn't do it. I think I only got like 4 or 5 songs in.
Teddy Riley with this hype man in the back.
Oh, I didn't even get to that part.
With the whole stage, looked like he had a whole performance set up in the back. Had his microphone up. I'm like, no, you just got to sit in front of the damn phone and play a button and play your jams. This fool thought it was a whole event.
Well, he tried to do like RZA did. RZA did that. Did you see RZA in the beginning?
Yeah, he did have a little mic. Yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah, RZA was having little problems there.
Yeah, he had the mic. He had the TV on behind him. I think he was playing some Afro Samurai or something like that.
Yeah. But man, you know what? There was some, but actually, okay. The first battle didn't go because there was some technical difficulties. But the second time they did it again, I didn't realize Teddy had some songs that I didn't even know he produced. Where I was like, "Damn, Teddy did that!" I was like, "Wow!"
And that takes me to back to what you were talking about earlier. Was that hip hop revolution or hip hop whatever on Netflix? They were talking about like when they did the producer one, and they were talking about Neptune, or they were talking. I forget his name. Pharrell, yeah, they were talking about Pharrell. I mean, I didn't know he produced like that one song that he did with them way back in the day. Yeah.
That was his. He was 17 years old.
Yeah, and then but even before that, he did one with I thought Teddy, like Rump Shaker. I don't know, not Rump Shaker.
It was Rump Shaker. That was the one that Pharrell did. Him and Chad Hugo, the Neptunes, were both collabed on that.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I didn't know Pharrell. I mean, I knew he was in it young, but I didn't know that young, man.
Yeah, and he still looks 17. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't D Nice on there too?
D Nice? Yeah. Okay.
Who was Monday?
No. D Nice just did his own just like
he just DJs.
He was just DJing, like he was at a club. and they got like real popular. He was just playing music, because
Yeah,
people
kind of like
can't go to the club, so it's like let's just do it on live Instagram and have people come in and watch, and they got like a lot of views.
yeah, kind of like Questlove was doing that. Questlove was doing that every day.
But I like Questlove because he has all these stories, like background stories of these artists that he knows. He's like a music historian. He knows so much.
Yeah, that dude, like I just wanted to like listen to that and just like jot down songs that I didn't know and all that type of stuff. He knows so much crap, man.
Yeah. No, he's crazy. Yeah, but the battles are good, man.
Well, there's another one we're missing though. I thought. Jada, not was it Jadakiss or who was it?
It was like songwriters. It was like
that's right. It was like Neo and somebody else. I didn't even watch that one.
I didn't care. I don't care about no damn songwriters. Yeah.
But I wanted some of those guys to do kind of like what Questlove was doing, where they were just going back and just playing like old jams back and forth, like, so say like me and George tried to get one going on. We were going to do it too, where we were just playing good songs, like going back and forth,
There's a comedian I listen to. His name is Tony Baker, and him and his friend did the best girl 90s R&B versus the best men's 90s R&B.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
One had all the girls, and then one had all the guys. And he had posted like the breakdown list, and I was like, "Damn, that's pretty cool." You had SWV on there and Jade, and you had like R. Kelly and all the boys and men.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a challenge out for the next podcast. We gotta write down. We gotta challenge each other. Let's do 90s. Let's do 90s love songs, and let's see which one wins. You write down 3, BJ. Mikey, you write down 3. I'll write down 3. We'll do a little challenge. We'll see how this goes, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll be the same one.
If we all 3 have the same one, then you automatically know that's the winner.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. I got that. Now we mean just love songs. Okay. Does that have to be? Can it be about love? Like, can it be like?
I know my 90s R&B. I know.
Here and now, dog. Luther, come on already, bro. I already know you wrote that down.
No, Luther's more 80s, man. I can't put him. He ain't 90s.
Luther.
He's more 80s.
Not Luther.
Little Luther. Not little Luther, big Luther.
Are you hungry? Did you eat last night?
We'll start up with 90s love songs, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. I like that.
Got you.
And maybe we'll do maybe if you want, we'll do a poll like with the B.M.Bers, like, hey, greatest 90s love song, and you'll have your top one, I'll have my top one, Mike will have his top one, and then we'll see what people vote for, and we'll see if that matches up with what we're gonna do.
Most definitely. So I was talking to Mike as we got before we started, what I've been listening to. Tech Nine's new album.
Not dead?
Nah, he's been around. He ain't dead. He's still going.
Not that Tech Nine. That was that other one that died.
I was dying, dog.
Yeah. I'm about a third in the album, but like this is Tech Nine brought it. Like this guy will never fall off to me. His lyrics and his flow and his beat selections, he's just dope. The album's called Interfere. It's pretty cool though. I've been listening to, it's been so much music I can't even remember what the hell I've been listening to. It's been so much. West Side Gun came out with a new album called Pray for Paris, which I love. I love his features on that album. The whole Griselda camp is great. I like all them artists. West Side, Benny the Butcher, and Conway. Great. Alchemist has like a joint album with Conway the Machine from Griselda, which I like, called Lulu. I've been bumping that a lot.
I listened to that one. I really like that one too.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. There's been so many music coming out. I guess it's called quarantine music. Sky Zoo had a new album out. It's kind of like it reminds me of Jazzmatazz a little bit.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's called The Bluest Note. It's like him with like a jazz band. It's called The Bluest Note by Sky Zoo and Dumbo Station. Like a lot of good jazz feel to it with him rapping over it. So that's what, Jasmine Taz was like a classic album for Guru. He had a couple, Jasmine Taz 1 and 2. He had a couple like that. For that mellow, kind of like a Janaea Koo kind of. Her name is Elena Baraz. I've been listening to her for a couple years. She's pretty dope. She had a new album out. Shit, man, there's been some new stuff. I just can't remember the top of my head that came out, but yeah, I've been a lot of good stuff that's came out. You know, since I ain't got shit to do. So yeah, I just can't. If I remember, I'll let one of you guys go. I might remember something later though. But what you been listening to, Brian?
So basically, I've been listening. Like Netflix. Spotify's got like a mix right now going with me. Like I've been listening to a lot of indie, been listening to a lot of metal and rap. I've been mixing it up every morning, every midtime. Like I'll switch it up. Like mornings is usually like metal, midtime is like some soul or some rap, and then later on some indie music. It's kind of helping me out with when we do music picks. For metal, I've been listening to a band called they're called Motionless in White. Good metal music, dude. I like them a lot. The whole albums, I've been listening to 2 of their albums, really good. For some soul, I gave you one of them's called Masigo. Some good fucking good vibe on that one. And then there's another group called Emotional Oranges, and they're good beats. It's a girl and guy group, real good, like just good funk in a way. Been listening to a lot of that as well. And then I was gonna tell you this, and you have to watch this on YouTube. It's so mad respect is because Dave, what is it? It's Audio Slave, and they're doing famous lead singers to do Chris Cornell's songs, and Dave Grohl goes to do Show Me How to Live, and at the very end he just goes fuck. He goes, I don't know how anyone could ever do what Chris does, because Dave's voice was God. He's like he only got a third of what he could do. He's like it shows you how gifted Chris Cornell was, because Dave Grohl was trying so hard. He's like, and at the end he's laughing because he's like, I was trying so hard to get him. He goes, Chris, you son of a bitch. And it was pretty cool though to see all those guys rocking out. But listen to stuff like that, man, and just I switch it up all the time. What about you, Mikey? What you listening to?
I've been listening to a lot of stuff on YouTube. What Reason came out with a couple little tracks, a little singles here and there.
That's all the time about the whole TDE been dropping.
Yeah, they've been dropping. Sir dropped some stuff.
Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah, Rosea. Oh, I didn't know Rosea did.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, man. Okay, I gotta listen good then, because I've been waiting for him to come out, man. Same thing. We were kind of talking about this earlier. It was just Raw, the Rugged Man. I was listening to that album. Like you said, I knew he was an old cat, man, and kind of like Tech Nine, he comes with fire, man. I really like some of the songs. A lot of his stuff, he had some good features on there. I was listening to that. On another lighter note, kind of like a little bit of softer stuff, there's a band called Chicano Batman, and they just do some kind of like little like slow stuff. They're from LA and stuff, so I've been listening to them and stuff. They got some Spanish music and some stuff kind of like I don't even know what they like, kind of like a Block Party or something like that, if you remember them back in the day. What else have I been listening to? Mick Jenkins just dropped like a little freestyle. I think it's called like Front Street Freestyle. That shit is hard, man. The beat is fire. Yeah, and it's just like a little single that got me grooving a little bit. What else, man? I echo you with the whole Griselda crew. You know, that album, George put me on point and threw that one to me and told me to listen to that one from West Side Gun. That was nice, man. There's a track I can't remember. I think it's like, is it a couple letters and numbers or something like that? Man, the beat is nice, man. I think he comes with a couple guys I wouldn't expect to actually care for, but I did.
Was it the
Tyler
one with
the Creator?
Creator and yeah, that I like that song right there.
Woo, man, that was great. But yeah, funny, man. I think since I haven't been driving, I haven't been listening to too much stuff, man. A lot of stuff on YouTube, you know.
Yeah, but the whole TDE, like, okay, you got there was Isaiah Rashad. It was Sir. It was Luke Skywalker. Came on a new one. Mike, the Isaiah is called Why Worry, if you want to look it up.
Okay.
And then it was, who's the other cat that they got who kind of sings? Zakari or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember how exactly to say it.
And then a guy who I haven't seen him rap since an old Absol or Kendrick mixtape before they all blew up. Punch, who's been down with TD forever. He came out with a song that I haven't heard from him in like over 10 years from TD. I didn't even know he was still even rapping. I know he produces too, but like I was like, damn, Punch is rapping again. So like I think TD, this might be the year of TD. You know, I think everybody's gonna be dropping something.
Yeah, they've been building that dam.
TDE, there's like TDE, yeah.
Yeah, TDE, yeah. They've been building that dam and they haven't been putting nothing out. So I mean, I can only imagine this quarantine, it just must be going crazy. And I think D Smoke just put a new album out too, right? He did something.
It's kind of been out for maybe some months now.
No, I thought he did something else, or is it DZA Smoke or something?
Oh, Smoke Dizza. Nah, that's
Smoke Dizza. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't. I thought that was okay. Good. I'm glad I didn't listen to it. All right, I like Smoke Dizza. I like some of his stuff.
Yeah.
But he did a new album with somebody, Smoke Dizza. Okay, I thought it was D Smoke. And
so did you listen to the People's Party with Dizza with D Smoke? I mean,
dude, that made me like that guy so much, man.
I know.
It made me go listen to that album. It made me go back and listen to that whole stupid show. And I enjoyed the show. I honestly, I did enjoy the show. But dude, he deserves that. He deserves everything that he's going to get, man. He's a teacher. He does all this stuff. And just his attitude about just living in the hood and just about people, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. That guy, I can't say anything bad about that guy at all, man. I hope that guy is the best. I hope he blows up and he deserves it all.
No, he's great. There's a documentary, not a little documentary, but like a kind of going around with him, showing him where he grew up and stuff like that. And like I'm like, this guy, he's gonna do big things. He's so talented, can play piano, great rapper, speaking of Spanish fluently and shit like that. Like, well, no problem. It's funny, a black man teaching Spanish.
Yeah, in class.
A black man teaching Spanish class, which is crazy. I'll never see that ever.
Yeah. And then that guy, and then there's everything about like if you watch that, I don't know, maybe go back and watch like the last 4 or 5 episodes of that competition and just how they come on the spot, you know, and how they do stuff. And his stuff was just always just fire, man. Like everything he did was just great. I mean, maybe some of them were songs already because he's been in the game forever, you know.
Somewhere he said in that little documentary thing, somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talented family, man. Him and you know, brothers.
I think it was kind of funny because even the people that they picked for like their producer, it was completely like, I think it was like a TDE producer. And I'm just like, of course this fool's gonna get that guy, you know?
Yeah, he's worked with TDE.
Yeah.
He said what did he say? He used to open up for Kendrick back in the day. Yeah, which is crazy. But I do get the Kendrick comparison because their voices sometimes when they flow, it sounds similar. But I mean, D Smoke does his own thing. You know, it's just I don't know. I like him. It's good to see some new rappers like that.
No, yeah, he definitely brings out a little good twist to it, man. And I'm glad I listened to that podcast because it made me like really, really dive in and enjoy that album that he did.
Yeah, gotcha. So, fellas, we got any picks?
Oh, damn, picks.
Yeah, I do. Offer Up. I found out about it. Was it last week or whatever it was? I find out everyone else knows about Offer Up except for my ass. So
damn, where did you? You're not in quarantine, man. You were in hibernation.
I know. I
still have the MySpace. Come on now.
Yeah, still got MySpace, but got Offer Up, man. And like for instance, if Offer Up got me this thing right here, a 65 Hashitashi.
Damn.
4K. I love it. B got himself one too. Offer Up. Offer Up. I love it a lot. And that's my pick right there. And real quick before I close, man, I just want to give a shout out to my aunt and Emma for being a nurse, dealing with all this shit going on right now. I gotta give mad props to you because the house I audited a house today, and the guy's wife is a nurse too, and she's dealing with these people, and they're the first responders right now, and they're risking their lives every day, and it's just mad respect to every nurse, every doctor out there in the medical field. God bless you guys.
Yeah, I echo that, man. Same thing. All the first responders.
Yeah, on that same note, like I called my sisters to see if they had to deal with any patients, and yeah, they the county hospital here in Riverside County where she works at got turned into a COVID-19. Some of the units there are turning to COVID-19, so you have to go in there, take your clothes off, put in like the whole suit and everything, the booties, like so you have to be all covered up and deal with these patients. And then my other sister works at like a kind of like a nursing home, rehabilitation home, whatever like that. And same thing, got to be all covered up. Some of the patients there do have COVID-19, but they're off, in their own little area of the facility. But yeah, I give them much props, man, because they're dealing with the people like right there in front of them, and it's like, damn. And all these people protesting want to go to their bars and get a haircut and all that stuff like that. This shit's serious, man. Like this shit ain't no joke. Yeah, it sucks. We can't do what we used to do, but it's like we don't have no control over this virus yet. So let's just take precautions,
See, and that's the thing that kills me, man. I don't mind you protesting, you doing what you want. I mean, that's America. That's what we're here for. We unfortunately have to listen to everybody's sides, but for them to block, like I forgot where they were doing this at. They were blocking hospitals,
traffic. Yeah,
not even traffic, hospital, like traffic to get into hospitals. And it's just like, say what you want, but I mean, like there's people in there that just need help. I mean, you can go and do that and make a point somewhere else. Like that shit. That to me, that just showed no class. I don't mind you doing whatever you want because hey, some people feel like they want to go back to work. Some people feel like it's fake. That's them, but you don't have to do that to people's that's somebody's grandparents. That's somebody's mom. That's somebody, Exactly. Just a doctor trying to do good, is out there doing that shit. And then you guys want to do that. So,
yeah.
It's
stupid.
No, definitely stupid.
It's stupid. But I have a pick, which I didn't buy it, but I was given to me. There's a little thing here. It's like a little wrap. It wraps around your whole leg, and it's like an ice pack. Because I'm dealing with my bad knee problems right now.
I thought that wrapped around something else, Doug.
Does it come with a remote control, BJ?
Oh, this full. Oh, are you talking about the other thing? No, I'm not talking about that thing I bought. I bought one of those machines that like pound your muscles.
Oh, did you buy? Hey, I heard good things about those things, man.
Yeah, let me. You guys are funny.
Hey, that should make your booty hole sore, man.
Oh.
No, it's pretty cool. It looks like a goddamn tool or a women's play toy. But no, man, this thing is pretty cool, man. You got the little different adapters and stuff. Look at that. It looks like it drill something in here.
Take all my money with that thing. Goddamn.
Break yourself out. No. Yeah, but no, this thing's pretty cool, man. Yeah, like
is that the one for Amazon for only $80 or something?
I got it on Groupon for $100. It was regular $100 and something. So
how you like it?
It's cool, man. It's good on my muscles, because I was talking to a guy at work, and I believe I have a meniscus tear in my knees. So I'm the same kind of issues that he had, and I know he had bad knee problems. So it is what it is. But yeah, I guess I have two things to talk about because that's what I was talking about, Brian. But yeah, I did get this thing on Groupon. Pound out your muscles, back, legs, thighs, feet, all that stuff. not your insides. But but yeah, and then it's the thing. It's like it wraps around your whole leg. It's like an ice pack. You want to ice down your legs. If you can see, this is old people stuff I'm talking about. Icing down knees and massagers for your legs and back. So yeah, I'm getting to that age. Huh?
We got BJ's grooming corner. We got BJ's aches and pains and Mike's tech.
Yeah, I'm aches and pains over here. I got my ointments too. But yeah, that's about it. Anybody want to say any last words before we end this?
No, man. Just everybody try to keep on staying safe, man. And like we've talked about, man, it's just been kind of busy and hectic. But like we said, we'll always try to keep doing this.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
So remember, 3 love songs the next time. We'll talk about it. Lyric, you better be on next time too, man, because you definitely make the podcast funner. No lie. I can't lie. I love seeing them.
Saying his 2 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Everybody be safe out there. This virus ain't no joke. Honestly, I know it sucks, but just wear your mask, wash your hands, wash your ass, do whatever. Just take this seriously, man.
Yeah, stay safe.
Home. That's it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Have a good one.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye. Subscribe to B.M.B Podcast on iTunes to listen, comment, and review. And you can also listen on YouTube and podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at B.M.B Podcast 3, and also on our Facebook fan page where you can vote on polls and stay up to date on future podcast episodes.